We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback's... on and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They go play action here on first down. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Tennessee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry running right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He dumps it off for Henry. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. 7-7, our score after 1. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup.
So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Evan Ingram with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over the...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play that time for the Titans. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give running left is Nwangwu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll check that down to Nwangwu out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen now looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Butker's kick here is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Williams now on the return.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Able to slither by, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he's got his target, Harris. And out of bounds on the... Other side of midfield at the 45.
A pickup of 18 yards, but it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Allen off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on fourth. On play action, Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw. Very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defense...
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To the air, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Allen.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now Allen again. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And that's incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Returnable for Dorsett. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Allen running right on the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He's got it at the 2. Touchdown, Titans. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. They find some open field here. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. Evan Ingram, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Colts could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Being chased out left. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On play action, Allen. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught by Evans. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the give is Nwangu. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Another run down for Nwangu. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Forced out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. the Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. Evans has got the first down and then some.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Allen off the play fake. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen sliding out of the pocket. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time for the Titans.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Allen, gotta have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left.
And this one too low.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down. 24 is the mic.
He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Second and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final try here for Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Allen now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Butker on for the PAT. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Williams. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
You already know I know what's up.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.